Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato,
And I'm Matt.
and welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Na na na.
Na,
I
na,
don't know
na,
why
na,
Final
na.
Countdown came in my head.
Because it's a good song,
It is.
but all of Europe's music is pretty good. Really, it's
Honestly,
cheesy as fuck, but it's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, once in every reviewer's life, probably several times actually, because there are many movies that we've had that this applies to.
Oh yeah.
There comes along a film or a game or whatever it is you review that you decide, fuck it, and run from. Today, we're reviewing such a movie. This actually came up on the wheel back when we used to do the wheel. Like, before we hit 50 episodes, this came up for Nelson and I think.
Oh Lord.
And we we got like 10 minutes in, and we're like, we can't do this. we can't do this.
Holy shit.
But we're stronger now.
Sure.
So, well, we've covered some
I was gonna say
redonkulous shit.
we've been through a lot.
Matt's finally gonna have to watch a bad movie.
It
truly
it's
bad
finally
film.
my time, you know.
Oh, Titanic 2.
2, as in another Titanic.
Okay, I would be happy if that were the title. Titanic 2 _ another Titanic.
Oh my god, that'd be great.
It was difficult to find this movie.
I
or
can
at least
imagine.
to find the website for it.
Oh,
Because, well, aside from now, they're... What?
Oh no, what happened?
Titanic 2 will set sail in 2022 following the same route as the original Titanic. So, wait.
Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
wait. What? The movie's become real? Oh, dear. Okay.
Is this a precursor of things to come? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah. Oh.
That's not what you were expecting when you were trying to find something on this.
Wow. That's... Well, I was saying that it's been difficult because there's a fake trailer, Titanic 2 Jack's Return, that now comes up in front of the Asylum film, Titanic 2, made in 2010. But now, okay, that just kind of buried the lead. An actual Titanic 2, which, a century after the fateful voyage of the original, modern luxury liner Titanic 2 set sail. Will this ship suffer the same fate as her namesake? So, this movie's actually happening in 2 years.
Why?
Oh, that's not encouraging.
Imagine having 2 Titanic 2s.
1.6
Yeah?
out of 10.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Have I ever even done a movie that's had a score that low?
I'm sure. I don't know. You probably haven't.
Yeah, like the ones I've seen. I think the lowest one I saw was like a 2 or a 3.
And I think that may have been Manhattan Baby.
Probably Manhattan Baby. Wow, 1.6, huh?
Then there's a Titanic 2 from 2017 as well. It's the long-awaited sequel to Titanic in 1997. Director Miles Byrne Dunhill did better than this one at 5.6.
How are there so many Titanic
But there's no
2s?
information. But there's a review that talks about the acting not being bad, so I guess it's real.
What the fuck?
But
This is a fucking rabbit hole I wasn't ready for, okay?
Okay, it's funny because it's talking about goofs. And there's something about a captain and he's drinking tea too fast to be humanly possible. Like, okay, look. If I were in charge of IMDb, I'd just list goof. This movie was made. Oh, we're not ready for this.
Nope. Oh my god.
There are movies we have been fleeing from, like Adventures of Mark Twain we've been fleeing from. The Ewok Adventure I've been fleeing from. But
this one, it's happening now.
yes, I have no choice. I already made the video.
Yeah. Oh,
Well.
Oh, I'm not ready for this crap.
Okay, but we can't really delay any longer. Let's just
go. Let's just jump into it.
let's watch this shit.
Let's go.
I'd like to thank all of you for joining me on this day that'll go down in this nation's history. A day where the lives lost on board this ship's predecessor were remembered with the creation of the greatest, fastest, most sophisticated ship ever created, the Titanic 2.
Let's make history.
Have another one of your bad feelings, Captain?
Oh, you could say that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have your attention, please.
This is the SS Titanic 2, requiring immediate assistance.
Looks like history's repeating itself.
You understand me, Captain? There's another wave coming.
We gotta find out how fast this thing is moving.
You know, I went into this movie with zero expectations.
Zero, you say?
Zero expectations. It's Titanic 2. It's from Asylum Pictures. You know what you're getting.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I kind of am surprised how anyone other than a movie reviewer or a bad movie fan would even watch this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow I'm still disappointed. Even bearing all that in mind.
Yeah.
It was still a disappointing watch.
It really was. Oh my god. Oh, this was a movie, alright. This was something that someone filmed.
We start out with a guy putting on a wetsuit and pictures of ice.
Yeah?
And this is always a bad sign with movies, but they front load the credits like crazy.
Doesn't it just literally open up to Titanic 2?
It gives you, Titanic 2, and then tells you everyone who worked on it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I get, giving some of the big star names, director, writer, producer. Sure. Okay, these things I get. Costume designer. Line editor. At the beginning of the movie. This don't bode good.
Oh my god.
Dude
in the wetsuit, surfboard or whatever.
And he's surfing the ripples that the polar ice caps make when bits of them fall off into the sea.
Yes.
It was at this scene where I begun to worry about the movie. Because just like Birdemic, this is a movie about global warming, apparently.
Yep.
Not what I was expecting.
Nope.
From Titanic 2.
Nope. Oh my god. It literally just starts with that right out the gate. We're getting into it already.
And then he dies. Like, he surfs one wave, and then a really big chunk falls off, and he gets killed by that wave.
Yeah.
And then we're in a room with some dividers put up and a clock on the wall, which we're led to believe is a Coast Guard office.
Sure.
Also, we see a shot of the building, and I'm suspicious why the Coast Guard office seems to be nowhere near water.
Like, completely far from the water where it should be.
Oh, there is. He doesn't show up yet, but there's a person who works for the Coast Guard. It's the second black guy.
Right.
He takes me out of the movie whenever he shows up because, like, all the teeth between the two canines on his lower jaw are gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, surely you seem to be an officer. You probably could afford fake teeth. My grandparents had fake teeth that would just clip in. It's not weird. Just, you're distracting, sir.
Well, this fucking movie was all over the place with its characters and actors.
I guess that also kind of means that somehow Asylum doesn't pay its actors
well enough
so they can even get basic dental work. Or, this is a more intriguing possibility. They just pulled a homeless guy in off the street to do this role. And
honestly,
part of me wants it to be that.
I wouldn't be shocked if that like was one of the cases. Because I mean, good lord.
Oh, this has some truly bad acting.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, yeah.
But then we're boarding Titanic 2.
Yep.
It's the Titanic, but there's a 2 written on it.
It certainly is the sequel to the boat from 100 years ago.
It's not a sequel to the movie, though. This has nothing to do with the movie Titanic.
Yeah.
Film Titanic. This doesn't involve Jack or... I honestly can't remember anyone else's name from that movie. I don't like the movie Titanic. I don't understand why it's a classic. That's just me. And we meet 2 blonde women.
That's it.
And I still don't know what they do.
They're nurses? Question mark?
But we learned that one of them is in the Coast Guard.
Oh, yeah, I don't know then.
And I thought they were stewardesses at first. But they're not, I guess. I think that, like, paramedics. And one of them, Kelly, I remember her name, and I think the rich guy is named... I forgot. I already forgot his name.
Yes, same.
Blonde Val Kilmer. And the blonde lady with the curly hair, Kelly, says that she'd sooner watch some of these people drown than give her CPR. Like, wow!
And it's like
we're
completely
supposed to like you.
It's like completely just brought up. Like, she just says it. There's no reason for her to say it.
Oh no, it's because someone... She's blocking the entry ramp talking to her friend, and someone says, "Excuse me."
Oh, okay, then I must...
He doesn't even run into her. He just says, "Excuse me." And she gets all pissy.
Okay, see, I don't even remember that. Fuck.
Hey.
It's always hard to remember.
Usually in a movie this bad where I have to watch it on my own, I take a break. I was just glued to the screen in mild horror. Like, you ever seen Hot Fuzz?
Yeah, I love Hot Fuzz.
You know when they're watching Romeo and Juliet, and then they start singing?
Yeah. Just
Simon Pegg's face.
Yeah.
Just the I don't know I don't know what I'm looking at, but I don't like it. Face.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yep.
That was me the whole movie, except when I edited our sound files together. So they all get on the boat. Some rich fucker lands in a helicopter. with 4 hot women.
Because, yes. That's
He's
it.
basically just Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
He used to date the competent blonde woman, and he was going to be part of the Coast Guard. But he had disagreements with her father, and his dad died, so he took over the empire, the business, and now he's rich. And this is all exposition to us in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's all very quickly done. Like, there's just no build up to anything. It's just him explaining his character.
And then the girl's dad calls. This is after he's sent off to the to Greenland without a hat or gloves to talk to a researcher with no hat or gloves. And all right, this is gonna sound kind of elitist, but you can tell with any movie that has bits that take place in winter, you can kind of tell sort of where people are from.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was made by fucking Californians who have never experienced winter before. Like, there's a winter in California. They have to put on long sleeves, maybe a sweater.
Sure.
All right. Not the kind of winter Canadians understand.
Yeah.
And even our winters are baby shit next to the things Russians deal with.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But
yeah, I love how they just have small tents too in Greenland, like these very small ass camping tents that they use to shelter themselves from the cold.
And apparently, a chunk of ice the size of Manhattan made a tidal wave, made a tsunami.
Yeah, just like that. It made a tsunami.
It's like, it's gonna kill everything in the Atlantic. It's like, wait, no, how? What?
We later learned that fucking wave goes like over 800 miles an hour or some shit.
It ended up in Canada.
Yeah,
apparently
it ended up near Canada.
No, in Canada. It ended up in
just dead ass.
Baffin Island, and it got to Baffin Island.
Oh, that's hilarious! Fuck. Oh, it's so good.
But it was so impressed by our politeness and hospitality that it did not destroy us.
Thank you.
It got some Tim Hortons and went home.
Just takes that 800 mile per hour wave back. Fuck.
And they have to go. And their mission, I think, is to warn the Titanic. Yet somehow they take the whole movie doing this. There are shots of the Titanic and people walking around the Titanic, and the Titanic launches, and one of the nurses just shirks her duties to be on board.
Yep.
At the launch. I disliked this woman before. Every scene she has makes me dislike her even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
this movie did not have a likable cast at all.
There are shots of people. I like the dad. The dad was cool.
Yeah, no, the dad. Yeah, the dad is actually
mainly because he looked like he looked like someone from Stargate.
He fucking does too. That's the most part.
I don't watch enough Stargate to remember who he looks like.
But he looks like
obviously an older guy.
Yeah,
but he couldn't be because this was made in 2010, and he would have been younger in Stargate.
I mean, he could still play the older guy.
True.
Oh my god.
And there are shots of like random people walking around on the Titanic in this Titanic-looking place, but I think they just filmed on location at one of those Titanic tourist traps.
Oh yeah.
Like the one in Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like, hey, we recreated the Titanic, and you can go walk around on it.
Wahoo! My dream, it's coming true.
I don't have a dream like that. It's you see, I have something called the ability to learn from mistakes, including other people's mistakes, which should have been something in this movie, where the characters, when they found, I want to believe if they said they were launching a second Titanic, no one would go on it. But since we found out today that they're actually doing that in 2 years,
yeah. Yeah. You know people would go on it, come on.
and they'll deserve whatever happens.
Like, yeah, no, people would definitely go on another Titanic ship again. Especially, like, now. Like, in our years right now.
So they're talking about all the improvements made to the new Titanic.
Yeah.
Its lifeboats are submarines, and they have enough of them. They have ice detection systems, though apparently only if ice is coming from directly in front of them.
And it's only 500 yards.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it sounds far, but it really isn't.
It sounds far, but also with the speed a boat that size goes.
Yeah.
And how long it takes a boat that size to turn. Like, if you've never sailed or been in a boat, you don't understand this. But there's a liner is not a speedboat.
No.
It handles, like, you know the difference between handling a car and handling a truck.
Yeah.
In maneuverability. Now multiply that by 100, and you get steering a liner.
Yeah, basically.
So they and they're like, we're not going through the ice fields. We're gonna be fine. And then an iceberg going 800 miles per hour, carried by a tsunami, hits them.
Yeah.
And immediately takes out half their lifeboats.
Yeah, because they said, and I'm pretty sure I'm quoting here, we never expected to get hit from the side. Which, like, I guess.
No, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Like, what the fuck? What the shit? I hate it.
There's no lightning in this movie, even though the cover promised lightning.
There is absolutely no lightning. Very
There's a
upset.
full moon the whole time. There's a lot of rich people.
Yeah.
There's also a scene that's put in for no reason in between the people in the general and the scientist talking about stuff, which is just people sitting down to eat dinner.
Oh yeah.
And there's not a single line of dialogue said.
I fucking forgot about that scene.
Like, it cuts to that and cuts away. And I'm like, wait, why did you cut away? Nothing happened there. What the fuck was that for?
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. I fucking forgot about that too. I remember watching it, I was just like, wait, what?
So, yeah, Titanic's sinking now.
Yep. People are afraid because
you were expecting this.
Yeah.
People are. There's this. They show the same corner of the stairs.
Oh yeah.
That must have the most slippery bit of floor, because like everyone runs past and trips and falls, and then gets up and keeps running.
It's like fucking 4 shots of that too. It's so funny.
I wanna think that at least one of those wasn't scripted.
Oh yeah. One of them has to
Someone
not be
legit
scripted.
just fell over.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Like, I think a zombie in House of the Dead does that.
Really?
It's running. The actor's running. They fall over, and then they just get back up and keep going.
Amazing. That's amazing.
I wish I was watching House of the Dead instead of it. At least that's fucking entertaining.
Oh yeah. This one is ooh. This one's just
so
that's the
ship's
whole...
going down. They're doing women and children first for some fucking reason.
There's no kids.
There are no kids, and I see no reason for the women to leave the ship first. This was made and set in 2010.
Sure was. We let this movie happen. Not like us, but like as a society, we let this movie happen. Someone gave money towards this.
Not a lot, though.
Not a lot, but like...
The green screen.
Oh my fucking god.
You can't actually... When I say you can see the green screen, I don't mean you can actually see the green of the screen.
Yeah.
But you can see... They don't even hide it.
It's like if you take a green screen template off YouTube, right? You put it in your video, you do your whole thing, and you can kind of still see the outline of it. It's a very, very basic job, but like it still does the work. Now just imagine that, but in a movie where you can
the
really notice it.
The quality of the green screen is early Nostalgia Critic.
Yes. Exactly. With really blurry backgrounds for some godforsaken reason. I hate
And of course, glorious Grand Theft Auto helicopters.
Oh my, the fucking vehicles in this.
Everything looks so... like, the shots of the Titanic 2 sailing look like they're taken... I want to say Ultima 7, the Serpent Isle. But that's kind of too mean. It looks like the... You've seen JonTron's Titanic video, right?
Of course.
The bits they show of the adventure game.
Yeah. It's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
That. Not like the talking to people scenes, but one of the like a 90s FMV CD-ROM adventure game cutscene.
It really does. It's that bad. Oh my god.
But without the charm of... Hell, this movie actually gets into adventure game logic with solutions.
Yeah.
For puzzles.
Yeah. Just, yeah. Like, it gets really fucking weird near the end. I love it.
And so people are getting angry and drowning, and someone punches someone else in the face, and they have to go get Kelly.
They have to.
Oh no, Kelly's gonna die. Oh no. We see a shot from one of the windows on the deck, and it looks like we see like the skyline, the lit skyline of a city.
Yeah.
And like you can see lights in windows, and like you can make out there are windows. Apparently, all these people are drowning 15 minutes from the city they left from.
Imagine dying like 15 minutes away from shore.
I don't get cruise ships, I'm realizing.
Like just like what they are, like
in
they're just
general,
a vacation on the sea kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Because I understand boats, but usually you get on a boat and it takes you to a place.
Yeah.
I don't understand. We're gonna go on the boat, stay, sleep, eat, dance on the boat, and the boat goes in a circle and comes back.
Right.
The boat takes... I understand the boat taking you to your vacation. I don't understand the boat being your vacation.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay, I understand it, like, if you're going fishing and you take your boat out and you fish or you don't fish, you just stay out there enjoying the calm for a bit. That I get. That makes sense to me. But I'm going to pay thousands of dollars to just be on a boat.
Yep. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't get it either. Like, I'd rather go somewhere. Oh, Lord.
I just, the premise seems fake to me. Like, I almost can't believe this is a thing people do.
Yep. And it's a thing people did in this movie, and they paid for it.
Yes, with their lives.
Yeah.
They launched their submarine lifeboats. There's a big tsunami that blows up a plane.
Oh yeah, the refueling plane. Fuck.
Which they got from St. John's.
Yep.
So some Canadians died in this movie, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, guys.
Apparently, the fuel port on this helicopter is directly in its nose.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't know a lot about helicopters. If you do, viewers, tell us if that's a thing. I'd look it up, but frankly, it's Titanic 2. I don't care.
I don't care how logical this movie is at this point, okay?
They find Kelly, she's in the infirmary and has a very heavy piece of medical equipment on her. It looks like a machine, but I don't know what kind of machine you'd have in a tiny little, basically high school nurse's office like this.
Yeah.
And it's on her, and they pick it up, and she's covered in blood. And she tells Rich Val Kilmer to put pressure on the wound. Like, no, she's been crushed by a heavy machine. Don't put pressure on it. That's a really bad idea. You're gonna make it worse. You're gonna crush it.
She will die earlier than we expect.
Good. If that's the plan, yes. But usually when you say put pressure on a wound, it's on like a stab wound.
Yeah.
To stop the bleeding. This lady's been crushed. Pressure will not help her.
Not whatsoever.
Yet she apparently wasn't crushed that bad because she can walk.
Yeah.
After they use the first in the line of adventure game logic. And manage, because she asks him for his credit card. And she's at a cabinet. I'm like, oh, well, okay, you're going to use the credit card to unlock the cabinet. Like, because you've seen that in movies.
Sure.
They manage to, I don't know how, but, you separate the latch with the credit card because the credit card's stiff and you open the door. But I'm like, wait, but that cabinet's open. That's not what you're using it for. And get me tape. Like, what are you doing with tape? It was actual medical tape. I was half expecting it to be Scotch tape. But they tape the credit card to her neck.
They sure did. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Same, dude. Same.
What would that do?
Part of me was like, oh, it'll keep something in place, but it's on her neck. Like, I don't know.
I mean, forgetting that she doesn't have a wound on her neck. It's not a I get it, like I've seen in movies and on cop shows doing a tracheotomy. I've seen this in MASH with what you have, where you take someone can't breathe normally, so you cut a small hole in their trachea and you put whatever tube you have, like a pen. You take the inside out of a pen, you put that in there, and they can breathe through that. Okay, but it can't be that because it's a credit card. They don't roll it up or anything. And if it's to stop the bleeding, there are bandages there. There are gauze pads there. Those work a lot better because they can absorb blood.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know either, man.
So the only solution is adventure game logic.
Yep.
This is the shit you do in Secret of Monkey Island.
Yeah, it's a fucking weird scene, alright. Oh my god.
Then they're crawling through an elevator shaft. Val Kilmer's head whacks into a glass case holding an axe. He takes the axe with him for some reason.
You never know.
He grabs the axe. I'm like, okay, he grabs the axe. That's a good idea. Wait, no, it's not a good idea. Why does he have the axe? I guess I've just been watching too many zombie movies. Where I'm like, yeah, take the axe. Like, wait, there are no zombies. Why'd you have the axe?
There are no zombies, sadly. Might we add.
You know, zombies could have shown up and I wouldn't have complained.
Same, honestly.
It would have wouldn't have been surprised, and it would have improved the film ever so slightly.
Oh yes, absolutely.
They come to a bulkhead, and he manages to force it open with the axe
somehow.
And one girl gets through. But this door's closing and then Kimmy's halfway through, but it's closing too much, and the metal axe can't hold it, and it kills Kimmy. No! The scream was great.
The scream made that whole fucking scene good.
Oh, pretty much everyone's dead by this point. The captain's dead. Everyone's dead.
Yeah, because the fucking tidal wave just kind of came in and wrecked everyone's shit.
Of course it did.
Of course it did. It's moving at 800 miles an hour.
But even though the metal axe couldn't keep the door open, Kimmy or Kelly, I already forgot her name. Her corpse does stop it.
Yeah, I never even put that together, but yeah.
I was expecting her to get, like, cut in half.
Like,
at least, like, a cool special effect there with like, half of her torso. Some gore.
Sure.
Something. The whole movie I was hungry for something.
Something never comes.
There's only one good thing I can say about this movie, and it's very minor.
What's that?
Of the 4 women that were with blonde Val Kilmer, the redhead was hot.
Sure.
And that's the only good thing in this movie, is her.
I can get behind that, yeah.
And she doesn't even do anything. She's just attractive, because I like redheads. What can I say?
Oh my god. I don't remember how this movie ends.
They get through there. They go to the diving room to get diving suits on, even though they're supposedly in the Arctic, yet 15 minutes from shore. I hate this film. Apparently someone else stole one of the diving suits, like took a diving suit and tank and left. I don't know who or how.
Yeah, we never find out who it is.
Because you'd think you'd have to be staff to be able to get in there.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a funny shot when they're going through the to get to the diving room, where they go through the do not access, like, underground bits of the ship, and we see a concrete wall.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right.
Like, that probably shouldn't be there.
Oh fuck.
Oh, the ship did never pass inspection, and all the engines blow out.
Yep.
In a fiery explosion.
Oh, yes.
So we have a shallow recreation of the Jack death, where he makes her take the last wetsuit and oxygen tank, and his plan somehow involves being revived after he drowns.
Yeah, so basically he'll drown, but since they're in cold water, he has a greater chance of being resuscitated.
Yeah, you also have a greater chance of dying from hypothermia outright.
Yeah.
You moron.
I didn't get that whole part either. He was like explaining that, I'm like, this is dumb.
It was like Laguna's plan in Final Fantasy VIII dumb. Where, okay, we're going to stop the sorceress from destroying time. How? We're going to let her destroy time. What?
Wait. Fucking, that whole part where, like, you know, she puts on the wetsuit and whatever, and, like, she gets the air tank in. I really hate that she just kind of waits till he drowns to start moving.
Yeah.
I'm like, but couldn't you have started, like, and at least given him 2 extra minutes of trying to survive? Rather than just wait there?
No, he said the drowning was part of his plan.
No, I get, like, he had to drown, right? But she could have still kept swimming as he was drowning.
Think she interpreted the plan as, I drown, and then you take me to...
She's dumb.
Yes, clearly. She agreed to get on the ship that her father told her barely passed inspection.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
And then they get to a tent in the water. Maybe this is what an Arctic raft looks like. I don't know. Fair enough. Jack 2. Yeah, let's call him Jack 2.
Yeah, sure.
Because this is Titanic 2. He's dead. She's sad. Science Lady cries even though she doesn't know who any of these people are.
The dad's like, well,
he's dead.
Like, you can tell in
like him anyway.
Like, on the outside, he's like, oh, my poor daughter. But on the inside, he's like, I fucking told all of you. Like,
I told you this. Maybe next time you'll listen to me.
Like, in his head, he's just like, see, this is why I told you not to go on the ship. I told you. I
hope, like, 5 years later, and she's gonna do something stupid, and it's like, don't do it. It's like, you don't know everything. Hey, remember the boat? Remember Titanic 2?
Remember Titanic 2?
Take my advice this time. And then the movie stops.
Yeah, just ends.
And for me, and I watched it on Tubi, and it auto-played something called 2012 Armageddon.
I got that too, yeah.
And I jumped ahead, and there's a scene where they're on a Mayan temple, and someone's holding on to someone else, and two people are holding on to a crucifix, and someone else is dangling off the bottom of it. Which makes a lot of sense when you realize the production company for that movie was Faith Pictures.
Ah. Got it.
And I remember 2012?
The movie? The year? Or...
The year. The fucking paranoia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many ends of the world have we seen at this point?
At least 3.
Well, I mean, I don't really remember Y2K. I was alive and I remember it being the year 2000. I remember the New Year's, but I don't remember it having any special relevance for me. I was like, 7.
Like, I remember the year 2000 just because of how monumental it was. And then years later, I found out about people who were like, we all thought Y2K was going to kill us. And in my head, I'm like, well, you're all stupid, but okay.
I don't think the computers can count that high.
Don't?
What? I do remember the ice storm, though.
The ice storm was something, alright.
You know, there are people alive our age, like, I don't want to say our age, because if they're our age, they remember the ice storm. It's just how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there are adults who were not alive when the ice storm happened.
Mm-hmm. It was a very long time ago.
Oh, I've realized what my definition of adult is.
What's that?
If I can have sex with you and not go to jail, you're an adult.
Yeah.
Titanic 2.
We suck.
Oh, we forgot about the electrified pool of water that they adventure game over.
Oh, yes. With the one little tiny electrical wire that just happens to hit the water.
Probably still enough.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
See,
it's just like it doesn't look threatening.
It made me realize I've been playing too much of the Arkham games recently. Because my first thought was, well, obviously you got to find the fuse box and throw a batarang at it. Wait, this isn't Batman.
It is not. It is not.
I
Batman.
wish it was Batman.
We do wish it was Batman.
Just Batman shows up like, I'm Batman.
I would give the movie like 8 out of 10 for that.
Jack 2 was actually Batman. He for some reason flashes back to his dad dying.
I don't even remember that part. What the fuck?
I don't even know when or why, but he does. It's like he flashbacks to his dad dying, like, that's right. Maybe I too can die in this movie.
And you know what? He did.
But unfortunately, he died too late.
He did.
He had to be in most of the movie.
Yep. This movie was something, all right.
We watched it, though.
We sure did.
We got to it. We got through it.
We sure did.
We never have to watch it again.
We sure don't. And that's a good one.
Now, if any of you watching at home might want to watch this, don't. Because this is the worst kind of bad movie. Okay, not the worst kind of bad movie. The worst kind of bad movie is a bad comedy.
Yeah.
Because nothing's worse than when a movie's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And
I can't find that.
But
this one's just boring.
That's the worst thing a movie can be, is boring.
Yeah,
it's
at
least
just boring.
At least Manhattan Baby had, you can take my life with stuffed birds, but you can never take my immortal soul.
Yeah. Like, it
This
still had that one thing, right?
Nothing.
This one just has nothing.
Creepazoids was interesting enough for you to compose a song about it.
Only because a song existed prior.
The thing is, it was an emotional reaction.
It was. It really was.
There was something to work off of.
There's
nothing here.
I got nothing. This movie was just bad. Like I was telling before, like I think at some point I dozed off and then I woke up like 5 minutes later and it was still like the same shit happening. I was like, okay. I
think I've had that with movies before.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, no, this movie just sucks. This movie just sucks. Nothing good about it.
No, nothing at all.
Even the effects suck. Like not even the bad effects are funny.
They're just, you could have done better.